Hi, Dyslexic Genius here, Brad Hurt. My phone number is 864-236-1680. We're back on the Edison Amberol 30, and the Winding Pawl Spring, or the ratchet spring, has an issue. It's worn out, and I'm going to show you why. This is the casting that holds the winding shaft, which fits in here, and the Winding Pawl Spring works on this little cut out right here in the casting. So what you have, this is the old spring right here, and you can see, if you can see on camera, it's not straight across, it's bumpy. So when you get the spring and you're taking the phonograph apart, it shouldn't do this. This is totally worn out. What happens is this spring tightens down on the shaft with a winding pawl. And this little piece here, when you crank up a machine and you don't have one, it goes backwards. Well, this hits the gear, and that just pops in, and this tension spring holds it. This is a new spring, and you can see how evenly wear it is. When I put them in, and Mocha is helping us, these things are tight when they go down on there. They're extremely tight, and that's what holds it in place to move. And Mocha has to leave because Mocha's a happy helper. And that's the Winding Pawl Spring. This happens same on an Edison diamond disc. This is the same thing. If you crank it up and it doesn't lock in place, I've seen them with baling wire and people putting weights on the cranks to hold them in place. This spring right there is absolutely worn out. I ordered from Wyatt's Musical Americana. I make no money off these guys, I'm just my parts guy. I ordered a new spring and a new ratchet. And this will fix the problem when you stick this in here. The other thing is, I cleaned this up because there was marks running. So when you assemble this, you want to put silicone grease on here because all this fits in here. Okay, and the ratchet assembly, all this is out here like this. And no grease on this, and you need to grease these. The other problem I have with the Edison Amberol 30 is this is pre-assembly. And on pre-assembly, you hear this? This gear moves. You can see it wiggle. This bearing is bad, worn out. So what I'm going to do is I'll switch both bearings backwards, flip them, and see if that goes to the other side. If it goes to the other side, then I will machine new ones out of oilized bronze, which is a really good material. This is really simple, but this is something to look on your phonographs. Why isn't it catching on my Edison? An Amberol 30s were $30 new, and people played them to death. You know, and this is what happens when we're looking at 100 years old now. This is a lot of fun, and that's my tip for the day.